Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, can you survive a nuclear attack? I will talk about this topic. Nuclear bombs come in many different types. Not every bomb has the same effect where it's detonated, but we are going to talk about the effects of an average nuclear warhead on a cities and the chains of people surviving. Do you know what to do if a nuclear bomb explodes near you? What are the things you can do to increase your chance of survival in a nuclear attack? Let's go straight to the video. A nuclear weapon is a weapon of a high destructive power obtained by a combination of nuclear reaction and nuclear fission, or more powerful fusion. Unlike general explosives, it is used to cause much more damage. Just one weapon used has the power to destroy an entire city or a country completely, both living and non-living. In short, nuclear bombs are weapons of mass destruction. Imagine you are looking out your window and you hear an explosion. A bright light spreads around and you see a huge mushroom cloud forming. This cloud is formed because the air around the explosion heats up greatly due to the extremely high temperatures of the explosion. As the heated air rises, it creates a vacuum behind it. This vacuum is filled with cooler air. That air also heats up and moves upwards. It scatters both the flames it creates and dust and ashes it pulls from the ground towards the atmosphere. Meanwhile, the gases encountered in the colder upper layers of the atmosphere could rapidly and scatter everywhere as if they had hit a barrier. In the coming seconds, this mushroom cloud will rise up to 30 kilometers high, with the head reaching a width of 77 kilometers and a thickness of 10 kilometers. Depending on the height at which the bomb was detonated, the weather, the fuel, and its purity, it can be determined how much radiation is emitted and in what direction. When a nuclear bomb explodes and we see the explosion, we may experience temporary blindness. It would be perfectly natural to panic when you see a nuclear bomb explosion. Seeing thousands of people dying in a single frame and thinking that death is coming towards you will normally create a fear. With this panic, you may want to get in the car and drive away quickly, but scientists advise you not to do this in such events. Also, the materials of the car will not protect you from radiation. If our bodies are exposed to excessive radiation, our cells will lose the ability to regenerate themselves. If you have somehow survived the initial impact of a nuclear explosion, the next thing to do is to find a solid structure. If you can, basements are the most protected places because there is usually no glass in basements. If you are in a building with glass inside, you need to cover the windows with things closed somehow. You need to stay in these areas for at least 12 or 24 hours. You can stay longer if you have food and drinks with you. If you have a communication device, you can ask for help. Radios will be the best method to communicate because devices such as telephones will probably not work due to the possibility that the base stations may not be left. Having a radio with you will be the best method, because in such times emergency broadcasts are always made over the radio. In the following minutes, you may experience symptoms such as nausea, fever, vomiting, headache, dizziness, hair loss, and weakness. It's useful to create an emergency bag in preparation for an explosion in advance, and it's necessary to put potassium iodide powder or tablets in the bag. This bag should contain water, long-lasting food, whistle, clothing, flashlight, radio, cell phone, and multi-purpose pocket knife. In the unlikely event that we need to use potassium iodide powder or tablets as directed in the package insert, the iodine will bind to the cell's thyroid gland and may slightly reduce the possibility of radiation poisoning. However, if the water supply is still working, we should drink plenty of water. In the building we are in, we should try to go to the middle floors. You should close all airways that can enter your home. It's very important to have a fire extinguisher nearby in case of fire in the buildings. If you receive too much radiation at the time of the explosion, even if the radiation levels drop below 1% after 2 or 3 weeks, the U level will still be higher than normal, so it will combine with the radiation we were initially exposed to and make us sicker. If you were outside at the time of the explosion and survived the blast, you will experience temporary blindness at first. If the explosion occurs at night, you will probably not be able to see anything for 30 or 40 minutes. You should then try to get away from the blast site quickly or seek shelter immediately. To find out which method is better, you should try to close the mushroom cloth with your thumb with your arm wide open and of your eyes closed. If your finger can completely cover the mushroom cloth, you are far enough away. If you notice ash and dust falling around you, you should try to cover your nose and mouth with a thick piece of cloth. As soon as you enter a sheltered place, you should take off all your clothes very carefully. You should put the clothes you have taken off in a bag, throw them outside and take a shower. If the water is not working and we can reach some water, we should clean our skin with a wet cloth. The deeper the shelter we are in, the less the effects will be. For example, underground bunkers. The effects of such a bomb will last for years. Cities will be uninhabitable for years. We must be aware and make everyone aware. This information has been important throughout nuclear history. But with our world so close to nuclear waste, they are more important than ever. Thank you for watching my video. If you want more videos like this, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon!